I made this palace, brick by brick. I made tables with stones and fires. Hey man, what's up with y'all, bro? It's your boy Story here. I wanted to sit down and have a little talk with y'all about what Follow the Book really means. The concept of the whole album was from a friend, from a fellow artist, now part of a group called Not Your Average Humans, otherwise known as Enya. My boy Jay Pimpin. We had this song and he was like, you ain't gotta play it by the rules of Follow the Book. And Follow the Book really resonated with me because my name is Story. So, you know, and the meaning behind my name, probably heard it a million times, but I'm gonna tell y'all again, is I'm telling stories through my own two eyes, through my own perspective. So that's why there's not a Y, there's an I, two eyes. So it really resonated with me and what I do musically. So that's why I chose to go with that title for the album. Then again, it's just you live this life, you go through the trials and tribulations of life and what you have to endure, and you know, you just have to live life how people in the past have lived it, or you just have to follow by your own morals or what your own beliefs are. So that's another way in saying follow the book. But just following the book, speaking more on that album cover. Shout out my sister Tatiana. That picture is me graduating in preschool. So it's another like deep like intellectual look into the whole aspect of the album. Follow the book. I was in my books, following on into this life of graduation from high school, graduation from college. So I mean, there's also another little in-depth aspect to it. But yeah, just following the book, following that lifestyle, following what's right within your mind, right within your spectrum. Okay, let's get into this track list for real. Okay, this first song, there's a couple of songs on here I already know been released, but I'm gonna speak on everything anyway. First song, Call It a Night. Call It a Night it's honestly about just dealing with shit every single day, just constantly fighting the same battles on a consistent basis. And it's just like, God, why don't you just call it a night? Because I'm really about to snap out, so I need you to call it a night. I need you to call it a night before I do. So that's really the meaning behind that song. Really nothing too crazy to it. That song really resonates with the fact that like you really wanna lash out. You really just wanna let all your emotions out, just tear a motherfucker up. But you don't. Let God handle it. That's how that song is about. Okay, so we moving on to track 2, which is Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed. I haven't really sat down and talked about any of these tracks that I released already, so it's first thoughts after the fact of releasing them. So really, Closed Mouths Don't Get Fed is honestly about just speaking your thoughts, speaking what you truly mean, just anything that comes to your mind, let it out. Because at the end of the day, like the title say, closed mouths don't get fed. You gotta say something, you gotta speak up, you gotta let stuff be known if you want a response. You feel me? So say what you mean, say what you want, say what you desire. Because they always told me closed mouths don't get fed. I learned that as a kid. And that song speaks on that topic to the T. Love that song, it's huge. Love that gospel sample in that song. That's pretty much it. Closed mouths don't get fed. Pretty much self-explanatory. Third song on the album, Keep It a Buck 50. You ain't getting nowhere in life. You ain't doing no good in life at all if you gotta lie. So keep it a buck 50. Keep it true. Keep it G with somebody. Simple as that. Like, there is nothing wrong with just keeping it a buck. And that song is just me speaking on keeping it real, keeping it a G. Ain't no reason for lying. People gonna lie behind your back. It is what it is, but you need to keep it a buck with them. Either way, I mean, it's just telling the truth altogether. That's my biggest thing, is telling the truth. I'm telling these stories, I gotta be telling the truth. There ain't no capping in my rapping, which is another thing I'm gonna speak on at the end of this. Okay. Keep it above 50. Simple as that. Just keeping it a buck 50, nothing else. Pretty much. Just keeping it a buck 50, not lying, keeping it straight, keeping it G. Simple as that. Track number 4. Let It All Go. Burdens. Just thoughts in your mind, troubles that you're going through, problems that you can't solve. Let it go. Like I said, follow the book, follow your mind, follow your morals, follow your beliefs, just follow what you believe in, follow what you think. That's what this whole thing is about. It's just different concepts of the way of thought when it comes to following what you think. Because the book is you. You live in your own story. Some people will say we living in a simulation. We live in our own, somebody writing this story of us. But we living in this story. We living as in all honesty, me, I think I'm just this fictional character that was placed here on Earth, and I got somebody up there that's controlling me like it's a video game. But it is what it is, man. You just gotta live. But back to the story, back to the song. Let it all go. Just letting go of all your problems. Let go of everything that's bothering you. Find some love in your heart. Let it all go. Let the bullshit in the sky just hit the floor. Just let it all go. Because at the end of the day, you ain't solving these problems that you can't solve. You can't let these thoughts that's fucking with your mind mess with it all day, every day. You can't. Because how you gonna live life then? You're not. So at the end of the day, you just gotta live. Let it all go. That's really the whole meaning of let it all go. Might as well dig yourself. That's one of my favorite bars. You might as well dig yourself a hole like you shall above. If you know, you know. Moving on to track number 5, which is Obsidian Throne. Not really a conceptual title meaning, but the song definitely has a deep meaning. But I just thought Obsidian Throne was too nice of a title not to throw in there. Sorry if those couple of clips before that wasn't properly lighted, but we gonna continue on here. Obsidian Throne really does have a deep conceptual meaning, because the song is like me erupting, coming out of these struggles, coming out of this darkness, coming out of these problems that I was so-called dealing with in the song. And I've dealt with these problems in life, but I'm just speaking from a creative sense in the song. I would say that I was erupting. I would say that I was created from my struggle, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm sorry for the outside noise, but this is where we're recording this. You know, getting the full meat, full story, full environment. So I erupted from this volcano, or basically like erupting from my struggles, erupting from darkness, because, you know, volcanoes don't erupt for a long time. So, you know, you got to go through your trials and tribulations, go through what life, you know, throws at you. And it might come here, might come there, might come now, might come later. You never know. And that song is really just about me, you know, coming up, dealing with all these problems, fighting my way to the top, you know, fighting all these battles and finally erupting and making it to the top of this volcano, or beating all these struggles, finally being on cloud 9, finally being at the top of Mount Everest, finally just, you know, proving all the haters wrong, proving all the doubters wrong. And that's really what this song is about. Yeah, that's pretty much Obsidian Throne for you. And we're going to move on to track number 6, which is King of My Kingdom, featuring my brother who got me into music, TG the God. That song is kind of like a part 2 to Obsidian Throne in a sense, because I'm erupting and I'm sitting on my Obsidian Throne, which means that I'm the king of my kingdom now. I'm the leader of this. I'm the leader of this so-called, you know, tribe I've beaten, or, you know, I'm the leader of all these battles that I've conquered everything. I've made my way to the top. Forget all those other analogies. I've made my way to the top. I've tore apart every single bad omen in my life, and I finally made it to the top. And I take a lot of pride in that song because it's one of the best songs on this album. One of my best verses I've ever made. Just an overall really good song. I'm talking about the fact that I've made it all the way to the top, that I've struggled, that I've fought, that everything in my life has been difficult, but I beat it. I got there. And that song speaks a lot on just all of that. Yeah, my boy TG went crazy on there too. He spoke a lot of truth on that song, and I really appreciate him for, opening this door for creativity for me. And I allowed him to get on this song and, show his creativity, even though this isn't his niche of work. So once again, I appreciate you, my brother. And we're moving on to the last track on this album / EP, which is Respect the End. It has a colon. Not respect the end, but respect the end. That song speaks on me. Probably the one song on the album that doesn't follow the mantra of the whole rest of the album. But it's a song where I'm expressing myself. So I put it on here and I want people to hear it. It's about me being disrespected, not me being recognized within my hometown, knowing that I am one of the best artists in that city. And this is me speaking to y'all face to face for the first time, telling y'all this. Give me minds. We got clones. We got wannabe street artists. We got wannabe rap cappers that don't do none of this in their music. I want my respect at the end of the day. I want my respect. Y'all know I'm him. The fact that we having little ciphers or little tournaments. I'm the outlier. I don't know any other white artist in Brookhaven that's rapping, bro. I'm the outlier. I deserve respect. That song gonna get me my respect. This album is gonna get me my respect. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to cause no fuss. I'm not here to cause no ruckus. I just know I'm him. I know I do this music shit, man. And I deserve my recognition for it. But pretty much, man, that's it. Follow the book. 7 songs. I'm just excited for y'all to hear everything, man. I really am. I'm excited for y'all to hear the whole album. I'm ready to get it out to y'all July 18th. It is coming full circle. And then I'm working on another huge project. So y'all just be on the lookout. It's coming soon, July 18th. I love y'all. Follow the book.